Many people think of NH exit as unrealistic. That includes your governor, who was asked about it this past week. I'm Mark Stewart, and let me give 3 reasons why it's exceptionally realistic. NH exit, the departure from the United States and letting New Hampshire have its people governed on their own terms, works because people have come here for that very reason in micro. I say micro because New Hampshire does have a freedom-minded governance in its own. People have come here for low taxes. Now, the difference in tax rates between high tax New York and close to zero tax New Hampshire is 10% of your personal income. But an NH exit from the federal government means 34% of your personal income, maybe a little less if you don't have as much income, but all the federal income tax, the Social Security and Medicare tax, that's 15.2% when you include the private side, the employer side too. That's now in the control of you. New Hampshire doesn't need to foist that back on you for federal governments if it's not part of the federal. Now, a lot of people also come here for better schools. The relative freedom to homeschool well, to have money coming back to you if you are in a private or homeschool situation, that's good, that's helpful. If you're out of the federal regime as well, then you don't have the restrictions that the feds put on schools. And finally, New Hampshire is very business friendly. Well, it gets extremely business friendly when it's not part of the dictates of the U.S., the dictates on wages, the dictates on pensions, the dictates on health care that you have to provide at a certain point when you're employing over 50 people. New Hampshire will grow greatly, and individuals who want to do business as business people in New Hampshire will thrive. Finally, maybe you're none of the above. You're a consumer. You're in the workforce, but not a business owner. You're the beneficiary of all these extra freedoms that New Hampshire exited from the United States is able to offer. Governor Sununu is right to tout the relative freedom in the state of New Hampshire. He's said just this week, bring it on. More of it is what he can expect. But the more we have people coming to New Hampshire for this and people staying in New Hampshire for this, the more likely it is that people can expect, those same people can expect double that when you've removed yourself from all the federal restrictions that the United States as a U.S. federal system imposes. I'm Mark Stewart.